Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this week we are doing a smoky brown look as well as adding some glitter on the lips and on the lids. Definitely something out of my comfort zone, but still my comfort zone because I love warm browns. But before we jump into the next clip, if you are not part of this family already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as hit the bell next to it, and that'll notify you anytime I upload new videos. And if you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up for me. I love you guys, and if you want to see how I get this look, just stay tuned. Okay, starting out up close and personal with my favorite palette, the Queen of Hearts palettes from Color Raine. We're taking this light brown shade on a big fluffy brush from Sephora. I believe this is the 11 brush, but I could be wrong. And I'm just blending that in all over the top of my crease, and I really didn't think that this was needed to be like play record speed because it's kind of boring watching it, but it's just blending back and forth in circular motions. And in this clip I slowed it down just so you guys can see me building up the intensity of the eyeshadow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and basically going back and forth, just making sure I get the color or pigment that I want. And then I'm taking the orange shade from the palette, which I love, and I'm taking it on another fluffy brush. This is the NYX crease or blending brush, and I'm putting that all over that brown shade. Now I'm going back in with that fresh brush with no product and just going in to blend those two shades together so there's no harsh lines, but so far so good. Now I'm taking that dark brown shade, I'm taking that on a more dense brush, and I'm just focusing on the outer corner of my eye as well as directly into the crease. I want the crease to be very dark and very vampy. I took a lot of steps to build up the intensity so that I can get the pigment that I desire or wanted. And right here, I'm just placing where I want the eyeshadow to go. That way when I go in and focus the pigment, I know where I'm placing the shadow. So you can see I'm building up the intensity on the outer corner because I did want the corner to be very dark, very vampy, very smoky. I love smoky looks, but who doesn't? So I'm just buffing that in, and of course I'll go back in and blend that out with that brush I use with the orange shade, just so those two shades blend into each other and there are no harsh lines. That's definitely the key to eyeshadow, is blending. I mean, I'm still a beginner, but blending is key. And then I went back in with the first brush that I originally used, just so we're blending everything, all three shades together. So you just don't want to stop at one step. You want to keep blending until your arm falls off, basically, because I spent a lot of time blending. Then I'm taking this eyeshadow, eyeshadow base from Essence, and I love this stuff. Like, it's $1.99. I got it in my Ipsy bag, but I mean, when I run out, I'm gonna get another one because it's just so easy to apply and it works so well. But anyway, I'm using this eyeshadow base just to carve out my lid because that way I can have a sharper line in my crease, as well as the pigment that I put on my lid can be a lot more defined and brighter than if I would have went in with shadow already on my lid. But I mean, I kind of cover up the eyeshadow anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference. But if you do want the pigment on your lid to be brighter, then this step is necessary. And then I also set that pigment with my Laura Mercier powder so that it's not sticky. Then I'm taking this jumbo eye pencil from NYX, and I'm just drawing like the outer corner in my crease in because that eyeshadow just wasn't making it dark enough, as well as like a lot of browns aren't as dark as I want them to be. But I find when you put a cream base down, the pigment is way darker. And then I'm taking that same brush I used the brown with no shadow on it, and just buffing out that NYX Jumbo eyeliner pencil so that it's not too choppy, or you know, it looks like I purposely put eyeliner on my eyes. So we're just going to buff that out, and then I also put some more shadow on top of it to set that, but we're not at that step just yet. And then I'm going in with this sparkly brown shade, which I couldn't wait to use, and I put that all over my lid. It's pretty pigmented. I like it, but I would prefer to use this shade alone, like not with these dark shadows, because it just takes away from the color of the overall eyeshadow, but it's definitely a beautiful shade. And then I also took some Fix Plus because I want it to be a lot darker and more wet kind of look, if that's what I want to say. Yeah. And I just really packed that shadow on, but it just wasn't wowing me. Like when I swatched it on my arm, it wowed me, and here it wasn't. So I'm not sure if I should have not used my eyeshadow, well, not set it with powder and just put the shade on, then it'll probably be a lot more pigmented. But I did take this Stila liquid and put that on top because that usually works for me. And then I went in and put some NYX glitter glue. Oh no, this was the e.l.f. glitter glue. They're the same thing. Like, I feel like they're dupes for each other. Whichever you have will work. And I just put glitter glue all over top of that shadow, packing it on, and then I only did one eye at a time. And then I added the NYX glitter and bronze, and I packed that all over my lid. Also, word of advice, if you are going to go in with glitter, I would recommend that you do your eyeshadow before you do your face makeup. I didn't think I was going to use glitter, but I did end up using it, so FYI. Then I'm taking this e.l.f. liner. It's super thin. I couldn't find my NYC liner, which I would have used, and I just used that to draw on my wing. And then I went back in with that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and put that in my waterline and on my lower lash line. And once I have it on my lower lash line, I go in with that same brown that I use like in my crease. And I took that same pencil brush just to smooth it out on my lash line. Sorry, I'm making the ugliest face right now, I know. And I'm just buffing that on my lower lash line just to make it a little bit smokier and just to put some depth back into the eyes. And then I will go in with that orange shade and just further blend that brown out so it can be like a gradient effect. And then I went in with some black liner just because the eye wasn't smoky as I wanted it to. So I just put it on the outer corners and I bring it all the way through. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, which is my fave. If you watch my channel, you already know. Then I took my Hot Flush blush since we were using orange in the crease, and I just felt like it was only right. But then again, I always wear this blush, so it doesn't matter. Then I took Becca's Topaz, and I used that to highlight. I prefer highlighting my nose with my finger versus a brush. It's just more precise. And now we're back, and we're further out, and I'm using this liquid lipstick from NYX, and it's in Downtown Beauty. And then I'm using this lip gloss, I believe. Well, it's a lip topper from Jouer, and it's called, it was not Skinny Dip, but it's the other one. So I'll have to link that in the description box down below because I completely forgot. But I'm just dabbing that onto my lips, not swiping it, because I want the metallic glittery look to be in the center of the look. Alright guys, that's it for this makeup look. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. It was fun creating it. I've never got to use like all these colors together, and I definitely had to redeem myself after I did that full tone makeup look. Like, warm colors, browns are me, so this is me. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your suggestions down below in the description box. I will incorporate anything that you guys want me to do into my channel. I love you guys. Bye guys. I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want to order myself because I'm selfish. I want to order myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. So as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your suggestions. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as leave your